everyone, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040, bringing to you another edition of the Wrestling Discussion Series. And today I wanted to discuss and share my thoughts with all of you about Charlotte Flair returning and winning the Women's Royal Rumble 2025 match. And was this outcome too predictable? Yes, it was. It was so predictable that Stevie Wonder saw this one coming. I mean, it was so obvious that Charlotte Flair was winning the Women's Royal Rumble. It really was. And it just felt like to me that the whole time that Charlotte Flair was gone, it just didn't feel like she was gone at all. She just walked straight in and won the Women's Royal Rumble match. And for me, this was one of the most silliest outcomes I have ever seen for a Women's Royal Rumble match. And, she came in at number 27 and eliminated Roxanne Perez from NXT to win the whole thing. And Roxanne Perez, I've got to give her props. She was amazing in this match, coming in at number 3 and lasting for well over an hour. What an amazing performance. Quite frankly, I wished she won the Royal Rumble match. I really do, because she's been on a real roll. I've seen her a little bit here and there in NXT. She's red hot at the moment. This would have been a golden opportunity to pull the trigger and have her win the Women's Royal Rumble match. But for some reason, well, not some reason, WWE still have a hard on for Charlotte Flair. They really do. And, you know, Charlotte Flair, this makes her a two-time Women's Royal Rumble winner. And it just kind of feels like a slap in the face to the rest of the roster, because everybody has been working so hard all year round to basically put on the best division possible, and Charlotte Flair comes in and is essentially handed the keys to the castle. Now, what would have been better is, obviously, we all know Charlotte Flair is going to get a title match at WrestleMania 41. That goes without saying. But I think maybe they should have built it up more. Maybe Charlotte Flair wins a number one contenders match at the Elimination Chamber, and then you could build it up from there, just so we can get used to having her around again. Because her winning the Women's Royal Rumble match, it just feels like she never left at all. And it's just so silly. It really is. I mean, I've got nothing against Charlotte Flair. She's very talented. She's an amazing wrestler. But I just feel that this is just the same thing we keep seeing time and time again. Charlotte Flair goes away for a while, comes back, wins the title on her first day back on TV. This thing just gets so predictable and so stupid. And I saw this coming. I was hoping that Charlotte Flair wouldn't win. Maybe someone else wins the Women's Royal Rumble match. But as time went on, it was so obvious, and there wasn't really in the way of big surprises. Yes, Nikki Bella came out at number 30. I really was hoping it was going to be AJ Lee, but no, that wasn't going to happen. I actually thought originally it was going to be Charlotte Flair coming in at number 30, but she came in at number 27, so I guess it wasn't as predictable. I suppose the surprise of the night was Alexa Bliss and Trish Stratus appearing in the Women's Royal Rumble match. That was a nice surprise to see them both, especially Alexa Bliss. We haven't seen her for what seems like forever. And, to have her back was really nice. But Charlotte Flair winning the Rumble match again. We just don't learn, do we? Every time we think that things are back to what they should be, we just go back to the status quo once again. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm really pleased to see Charlotte Flair is back. She looks phenomenal. Yeah, the plastic surgery is a bit questionable, but none of my business. But she looked great in the ring. I'm not taking anything away from her abilities, but please, please, there are other female wrestlers who deserve the opportunity. And the fact that Charlotte Flair has essentially been given the WrestleMania match on the plate with a side of the Royal Rumble, it just kind of makes the rest of the division feel inferior, which I'm not a fan of. Now, in terms of where does Charlotte Flair go from here, I think it's pretty obvious she's going to be challenging Tiffany at WrestleMania 41. That goes without saying. And you all know she's going to win. So if I was Tiffany, I would enjoy that title reign for as long as I can because you know once that bell rings, Charlotte Flair is winning that title back. And she's going to probably hold it for the next 300 plus days or so. Oh my God. But aside from all that, I'm happy to see her back. I'm not happy about the fact she won the Women's Royal Rumble match, but I'm not the one who makes the decisions. But anyway, that's going to be it from me. I'm going to wrap this up now. How do you guys feel about Charlotte Flair coming back? Are you happy to see her return? What's your thoughts on Charlotte Flair winning the Women's Royal Rumble match for a second time? Was this outcome too predictable? Do you think she deserved to win the Women's Royal Rumble for a second time? Do you think someone else should have won it? Do you think Roxanne Perez deserved it more? And which champion do you think Charlotte Flair is going to challenge at WrestleMania 41? Do you think it's going to be Rhea Ripley or Tiffany Stratton? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I will see all of you next time for another edition of the Wrestling Discussion Series. So until then, take care, everybody, and stay safe. And once again, as always, much appreciated. Thanks for listening.